We're just angrily watching for.
The logo's much more fun when you put Haley up there.
It's the disappointed Haley watching everything you do.
Oh, that one is from when I was in Mexico and I was being haunted.
Yes.
Remember? The lights kept going off and I was
Yes.
really spooky about it. That was so fun.
Ooh.
I don't think I was here for that one.
No.
Oh, that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was able to, because the lights kept going out, but also my computer kept freezing.
Mhm.
So it looked like I vanished
Yeah.
and then reappeared with my face super close to the screen. We'll have to find that. Maybe like next Halloween we can repost that
Yes.
clip from that. It was so good.
I recently downloaded all of our episodes from the StreamYard server onto an external hard drive because we had hit our max. So now I have an archive of all the old IT shows, even our ones from Zoom. I put on there.
Oh, blackmail.
Do you know now we can just sit here and like run like late at night ads where we all just get together and be like, remember the good old days? And you can too for 3 easy payments of $19.95. Like when they do the Carol Burnett DVDs.
Or the Shirley Temple ones.
Shirley Temple ones just syndicated and with like a lot of stuff missing, so you don't understand any of the jokes. You may not
Animal crackers in my soup.
That was when they put Designing Women on Hulu. They put some like syndicated version of them.
Yes.
And so many of the jokes are gone. Like in the first episode, there's one point where Julia says to Suzanne, if sex were like fast food, there'd be golden arches over your bed. And they cut that whole joke out of the episode. And it's like, I'm like, what? Sorry, that's just me on a little rampage.
It's like when these older
They did
shows.
the same thing with Golden Girls.
I was gonna say when they make older shows that when they first were made, they made them to have a commercial break, and commercial breaks were what they were. And now we have so many more that when they recut them for new networks, they don't cut them in the right spot or the same place. They'll cut mid joke and then they'll come back and then you'll end up watching what would have been a break happen. You're like,
yeah, like in the Golden Girls where they have the playoff with like the pan of the house.
Yeah.
And then it'll go dark, but then it'll come right back up. But then the next
they'll cut
they'll cut in the middle of a scene. You're like, there was literally a commercial break right before this. It doesn't make sense.
No. Capitalism ruined the sitcom.
I was just watching a video on how high definition television ruined the sitcom.
Tell me more. Tom Barnum.
Banarnanam. Tom Banarnanam. So HD television went into the 16:9 format, and because especially multicam sitcoms are really more about like an intimate feel and a focus on like the dialogue rather than cinematic cinematography, the 4:3 aspect ratio helped things land better than they do in the widescreen high definition 16:9.
I heard a podcast recently about how video killed the radio star.
I heard it on the wireless back in 52.
Okay.
In my mind and in my car, I heard
because
that.
when I put on my Edison tube the other day, it warned me that the aliens were coming. This perfect story.
Yes, it was a Captain Midnight video that I was watching.
Also, someone complimented your real gamer setup, Jeff. I just want you to know that your aesthetic is being noticed.
Thank you. I got these backlights for the holidays because I wanted to feel more like a Twitch streamer, even though I don't stream on Twitch.
You do look cool.
You look really cool.
Can you change the lights?
Make them red.
Can.
And also, hi everyone in the comments who's saying hi to us.
Yes.
Happy Thursday.
We got Joe. We got Aaron. We've got Brianna and roommate Nikki. We've got Aaron. We've got Dan. We've got Dana. We've got Michael. We've got Tori. We've got Debbie. And Matthew. We got 25 people right now.
Haley just shared it, but she was the original turkey sound and the White Lotus theme.
My mom.
Oh,
is
I can hear
texting
myself
me.
in the tub so loud.
Excuse me. This is my college bed. This is the bed I was given at my place of employment. Let it be known that I used to live in a room with a real bed, but because of the way of the world, I keep getting thrown around like a cheap set of dice. And this is
Why
Hey,
is dice
look.
gotta be cheap?
As a gamer, expensive dice get thrown around just as much.
oh,
Wink.
thanks.
And
Really
as a
leaning into
gay-
the gamer thing.
And as a gay, we also get thrown around just as much.
Yeah. Hey, Josh, spell corporate.
Oh my god!
no.
Ruthless! For those of you who weren't here last week, we continually roasted Josh because he tried to spell corporate, but he said cooperate.
But I think more corporations should cooperate.
Cooperate. And
Oh.
maybe they could all join and they could be one big corporation. That would make it easier for everyone, I think, if we just had one. The monocore.
Want to go down to 19
Yes.
Josh, he is right. It's Josh's our Nielsen ratings box, and we do have like 5 of them in his house.
One time I got to do a survey for the Nielsen survey, and this was during the pandemic, and it was the highlight of my half year. Like, I spent so long on that survey, and they sent me $5 crisp in the mail.
I was
Oh,
going to ask
also,
if
wait,
they sent you a
They
fiver.
called me on the phone, and I talked to him for 45 minutes.
My
Ooh.
one egg.
He
You're
wanted
best
to be-
friends with that.
I
What
was
is a
so
Nielsen?
nice.
What is a Nielsen review?
They pay attention to people's like viewing habits for what people are watching and reading and that kind of stuff. Generally watching, but
when they say like it was the number one and it was the number one in demographic 18 to 49, like when they give those about TV and stuff,
Oh,
it's like that. It's that corporation. It's that cooperation.
no! He wasn't even here and he's roasting you.
Damn.
I can't because Josh Kahn's been in my corner a lot lately, and I can't bully him too much. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. So
I think you mean coroner.
oh, crap, he's already dead.
And on that note,
The IT crowd.
good
Who is this?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Improv Technology. That's us. We're Improv Technology. My name is Jeff Wolfthal. I am your host, and tonight I am joined by 4 of my favorite people on the planet that I get to improvise with on a regular basis. So, introducing the people that are performing for you tonight, a hailstorm of hilarity. It's Katie Hope Noble.
I thought it was going to be Haley. What a diversion.
I subverted expectations. An avalanche of absurdity. It's Haley Carlson.
Alexis Amarante.
That's Alexis right there. A light dusting of diva. It's Alex Stompoli.
I knew I'm gonna be Jonathan because it said the word light.
And he said Dustin. Girl, I put it on.
I did.
Put it on.
And finally, a blizzard of bitch. It's Jonathan Hanley.
Well, didn't you say you drove to get a blizzard after the show last week?
It was a McFlurry. And
Oh.
yes,
Sorry.
Yeah, get
I
it right,
did-
Haley.
I will
I
say
did
yesterday
drive
he drove
in a blizzard.
he drove in a blizzard.
He did.
What kind of McFlurry?
Oreo with extra Oreo.
Thank God.
Oh,
It was good. Let me
Katie,
tell
are you
that.
imagining it or are you frozen? Oh no, you were frozen. Katie, it looked like you were going like.
Because you guys froze on my end.
It
Okay.
did.
I was
It
like,
felt
oh.
like you were literally sitting there just being like,
Oh.
Did you hear that, Jonathan? We successfully made people order wings one night.
that's all we're asking. We did joke about today because Jeff and Jules were trying to plan to take your Christmas decorations down. And we said that if tonight was a night where it was just the 2 of us, I was going to go to his house. and we were gonna do a show and take down Christmas decorations, which I see now through that, and that was just a nice way of making me do manual labor.
Yep,
But
absolutely.
it was a fun concept.
You know, it's one of those whistle while you work, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down kind of things. Like us putting
It's still labor. It is still labor.
Doing a live improv show makes the Christmas decorations go away. The Christmas decorations go away. The Christmas decorations go away.
And if you want to help make my Christmas decorations go away, Venmo us at the IT Crowd. Get those Venmos in tonight, because tomorrow Alex's Venmo changes to something else. Because what are you doing tomorrow, Alex? Why don't you tell the people?
That's not him.
Oh, great.
You're terrible.
Like, tomorrow night I will be at the Barn and Barrel at the Mount Hope Estate with my annual solo drag show. This year's theme is 2023 and me. Yes, I am a human DNA test, and you can spit in my mouth.
You are nasty.
Bitch, I hope I'll be offer. I tell you. No, I'm looking forward to it. It's from 8 to 11:30. Tickets are still on sale. Saturday's getting real packed, so if you want to come out tomorrow night. But yeah, the first hour is like open bar and heavy hors d'oeuvres, which is Jonathan's drag name. Jonathan's my DJ, so it's always a good time. And
my DJ heavy hors d'oeuvres.
And to 11, it's a bunch of references and stuff. If you have no idea what queer culture is like, please come. You'll hear nothing but musicals and songs that haven't come out since like 2000.
Hell yeah! Everybody, drop in the chat if you're going to see it.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
I did bribe my cast for Murder Mystery, and I said, "You all are on the list. You just have to come on Friday." I'm not ashamed. I'm trying to whore that place out. Ticket sales are not where I'd like them to be for Friday. That's not to say I'm not talented. You people don't want to come, and that's okay.
Well, there's some people coming. Dan and Aaron and Dana.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, Dana, Aaron. I know. I've got people coming. You can take me off the big screen now. I don't need to be here for this.
All right. Are you guys ready to maybe do some improv?
Maybe, yes.
I'm
just
sweating.
maybe.
You're smitten? You're spent.
Sweating. I don't know.
Sweating. What, is that a document? Is that a file? Is that classified, Jonathan?
Everyone's got these classified documents.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm like Sally Fields.
All right, we're going to get started with our first game. Our first game is I Like My Partners. This is the game where they will fill in that age-old aphorism, I like my partners like I like my blank, and tell us why they like their partners that way. So,
Fill in your aphorism.
You do it. First off, I like my partners like I like my casket.
I got one.
All right, Alex.
I like my partners like I like my casket with something stiff in it.
I like my partner like I like my casket hardwood.
Mm-hmm.
I like my partners like I like my caskets lined with pink velvet, so I can just slide right in.
Oh.
I like my partner like I like my caskets. Cedars. My partner right there.
I like my partners like I like my caskets. They require pallbearers.
Hey,
Oh.
you know what I'm saying?
I started this. I know where I'm going. I like my partners like I like my casket. For a couple of hours, I leave them open for a lot of people to look inside. Then I close them and let them down one final time.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I like my partners like I like my casket. They are strong and sturdy and can withstand everything, including an entombment of concrete. If you put it and you cover it with dirt, you know that's
I like my partners like I like my caskets. I paid far too much money for them just so I can lie inside of them one time.
I like my partners like I like my caskets. All the add-ons and silver linings and shit is fancy, but a good old wooden box does just
Oh,
Guess I have a couple questions about that box.
I don't know.
No, I'm just curious how the box works.
I like my partners like I like my casket. Kept in the caves of Kansas City.
Oh,
And now let me tell you why that's a joke. That's real, everybody. Kansas City is full of caves that hold storage. A lot of old, important film reels are in these caves because they can't catch fire there. But there's also a lot of caskets. And how do I know that? 2.5 years ago, when my grandfather died, I had to find where the casket he bought was kept. And it turns out it was hidden in the hills of Kansas City. But we got it. Not no joke. Just thought I'd share this fun fact with you all.
Glad you did.
Hidden in the hills of Kansas, right next to all those copies of the Atari ET game.
It's probably in there. Check the mountains.
All right, next one. I like my partners like I like my Dungeons and Dragons.
I like my partner like I like my Dungeons and Dragons with dungeons.
Hey.
Oh, I was gonna say heavy on the dungeons.
That would have been better. I like that.
I like my partner like I like my Dungeons and Dragons. They come with a little sack.
Oh, like my partners, like I like my Dungeons and Dragons. A little role playing goes a long way.
I like my partners like I like my Dungeons and Dragons. A group of misfits that gets together every Tuesday for about 3 hours, then it's hard to find a time to get back together.
I like my partners like I like my Dungeons and Dragons. They weren't popular until like 5 years ago.
I like my partner like I like my dragon. Wait. I like my partner like I like Dungeons and Dragons. Somebody's in charge.
Just somebody.
And I don't, as long as it's not me.
I like my partners like I like my Dungeons and Dragons. It's more fun when you put about 6 of us around the table.
All right, last
Did you
one.
scratch that joke off your list?
You know what, Josh Khan? You can go to hell. This man has texted me and said, I like my partners like I like my casket, made out of the same wood as that damn college band.
Listen, the plight of a non-equity performer is real.
Oh, that is.
Right, last one. I like my partners like I like my champagne. Jonathan.
Oh, I'm already up here now.
Yeah.
I like my partners like I like my champagne. Asti.
I like my partner like I like my sparkling wine. Prosecco.
Hey, yo.
That's good.
I like my partners like I like my champagne. For an extra $100, they'll come with hush puppies.
Okay,
Was that also in the
Where are you getting
Is this in the hills again?
in the caves of Kansas City is going on here?
Caves of Kansas.
Does no one ever are there not restaurants around here that do Dom Perignon with hush puppies?
Oh,
Stop
you
lying to us.
like that, like we're uneducated, bitch. I'm not eating hush puppies with champagne.
They do it. Okay, another restaurant in Kansas City, Jazz. Go there. It's a Creole restaurant. I'm sorry.
That sounds delicious.
Check the hills. Check the mountains.
Yeah. All right.
What's the prompt? Oh, champagne. Oh, I like my partners like I like my champagne. 2 of them, martini and rum.
I like my partners like I like my champagne. If I take a saber to their neck, their cork will pop.
Hey,
I like my partner like I like champagne bashed against my new boat.
All right, and that's where we're gonna end the game.
hey, baby, want to bash your champagne against my boat?
See, when I initially meant it, I meant murder, but then I was like, oh, I guess it's sexual.
The line is so thin.
It's
The
so
line
thin.
is
It's
so
like the
thin.
veil between worlds, you know? I'll fuck a ghost.
Well, you know, speaking of murder and sex, we're gonna move on to our next game,
What is it?
the internet dating game. Because you
Okay.
never know who you're gonna meet on internet dating. I once had was called by the Delaware State Police Department because of someone that I dated on eharmony.com.
More details. More.
We went on 4 dates over the course of 4 months, and I ended it. Only time I have ever broken up with somebody. I felt so bad about it that afterwards I signed up for Greenpeace. But months later, I am in my room.
Equivalent. Why is that? Like, oh, broke my girlfriend's heart. Guess I gotta do world peace.
I left the Isaacs in Lancaster, in downtown Lancaster, by Alex's current apartment.
I don't see what
And
this is.
Sorry.
Keep
continue,
going.
thank you.
we had both parked by each other, so I wasn't going to walk in the same direction as her after I broke up with her. So I went the opposite direction, and there was someone signing people up for Greenpeace on the street corner.
I guess it's the sun.
Yep,
And you just couldn't handle telling somebody else no.
exactly. But so months later, I am in my room in Commons in one of the FEMA trailers, and I get a phone call from the Delaware State Police Department.
Wow.
This person applied to be a Delaware State Trooper and listed me as a close personal reference.
Oh no!
And so I had to tell this Delaware State Police sergeant, I was like, we went on like 4 dates over the course of 4 months. We broke up because she wanted me to go to church with her. I don't really know what to tell you.
They're like, oh, she's in.
And the sergeant was like, I think that's all I need to know about her.
She's a church-going woman. That's great. And Josh is right. You should tell this on stage. This is absolutely a sin.
I should.
Yeah, that's.
What did someone find? Who is Dana?
Well, the sentence is, I found it, Dana, which is me yelling at Dana Michike about my hush puppy and champagne thing.
Prove it.
Oh.
Well, that was what I kind of like half-heartedly held up a minute ago. This is someone's food and wine recipe that just said the suggested pairing for their hush puppy platter is it's a rich snack that would be perfect with a fizzy wine such as a prosecco or a champagne.
But that's not saying it's a thing that's commonly done. It's something they're recommending.
But I'm going to the Jazz website right now. I will continue to improv and prove myself correct.
To improv and improve.
I just don't think I've been anywhere that holds hush puppies in such high regard.
No,
Or
I see
champagne
it.
so well.
Jonathan, I think I've had the opposite. I don't think I've ever been anywhere that holds champagne in such high regard. Hush puppies are fantastic. I get it.
But what's champagne in the mix for?
What's champagne?
Right.
Why ruin perfectly good hush puppies with champagne?
Listen, I'll be honest with y'all. Martini and Rossi Asti. It's like a sweeter champagne. It's a bit fruitier. That is my go-to. It's so good. It's the one like alcoholic beverage that I'm like, I can actually genuinely drink this. And it's like
Genuinely.
I'm sorry.
genuinely.
With gin in it. That was trying to make an
just-
alcohol joke.
I'm just going to appreciate this. Oh, not that one.
Like a good penis.
I'm sorry, Josh. Not all of us grew up on Long Island, okay? Fried food was classically paired with a Miller
Sweet
Lite,
tea.
the champagne
Cola!
of beers.
See? The champagne. Oh, you understand, Noble. Drink your gin.
Drink your gin, Chevy.
Oh, God.
I want to play a game.
All right. We're going to play the internet dating game. I'm sorry that my internet
What's
dating
me?
story derailed us so heavily. In this game, Jonathan is looking for love on the internet.
Boy.
So he's going to go away for a hot second. Bye.
Bye.
These 3 are all going to be interesting characters that Jonathan will have to choose from on his travels through the dating machine that is the World Wide Web. Katie, your suggestion comes from Dan Gualtieri.
Thank you, Dan.
You are a day drinking Gaston.
Honey, give us something hard.
Haley,
Yeah.
your suggestion comes from Taylor Campfield. Thank you, Taylor. Haley, you are a mermaid therapist.
Classic.
And Alex. Alex, yours comes from Tori Marie Fraley Hogg. You are Channing Tatum, who is in constant need of a high five?
Okay.
I wanted to challenge you today.
By giving me straight?
Yep. So I'm going to give them a hot second to get ready. All of the suggestions that I got from them and all the suggestions that I use throughout the show today come from our suggestion post that we put up every week. It goes up like Monday or Tuesday. If you want to get your suggestions in there, get it going at some point during the week before the show. Yeah, it's your way to influence what goes on. So I hope you do it in the future if you haven't done it lately. So here we go. I'm going to bring Jonathan back in, and I'm going to go away now. Bye.
Gotta turn my mic on. All right, let's see here. Okay, it's another Thursday night here alone in my college dorm. And let's see. I wonder what the internet has to offer. Let's see. Omegle. Let's see.
Oh,
Oh,
hello,
hi.
hello.
Hi.
Did I hear you say you were in college?
Yeah. Is that like a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I don't think it's good for anyone to get higher education, but for someone as beautiful as you, I think I'd be willing to make an exception if your brain was half as smart as mine. Could I get you something?
You're a poli-sci major.
No one says big words to me.
Okay, I will keep this small.
Thank you. I'll tell you what's not small, though. Boom. Boom. These things could keep you safe, little sweetheart. And are you sure I can't get you something? I've got some buttery White Claws. I've got a cheap rosé. I even have what some might call the champagne of beers.
You don't happen to have like Don Perignon and Hush Puppies, do you?
I've never met Don Perignon, but I could get my little friend LeFou to get you some Hush Puppies if you'd like.
Oh, great. Sorry, I just realized that I have a library book I need to return. I will be back.
Oh, yeah, get those books out of here.
Don't you worry, Joan. This is great. You were lovely.
But come back. I miss you already, all right?
Wish I could say the same. Let's see. Okay, I'm turning off I'm going to put on the safe for work filter because that was a little sketchy. Let's keep it clean. Okay. Next.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I love the apron.
Those are my boots.
Bikini top.
Thank you for being on time for our session. I hope you don't mind I'm in the tub.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Oh my god, is that a new dingle hopper?
It is. Oh, I didn't know you were a fan of the ding.
Listen, if anybody appreciates a good dingle, hopper or otherwise, it is me.
That's great. That seems like a really good place to start. Tell me, what was your first experience with a dingle hopper?
I think I was like 12 and bored.
That's very common.
Yeah, it happens. You're just sitting
And how
around.
did you feel about that first exploration?
Like, it was fun. It passed the time, but I didn't really fully understand it for another couple years. Like, I didn't really get the full experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you have any shame surrounding that?
I did
For
a long time, just like religious shame and all that. Because most people use a comb, and like I was sitting around playing with my dingle hopper, and like they just really did not look at me the same.
Absolutely. It's important to remember a comb isn't for everyone. Sometimes people like combs, sometimes they like dingle hoppers, and that's all right.
Exactly. That's honestly so healing to hear. I love that. How's your journey been, like, post, like, marriage and the whole like human
Oh,
thing.
thank you so much for asking. I don't really like to discuss my personal life with my
No,
clients.
that's fair. That's
No,
therapist.
but I do understand it comes from a place of love, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Tell me about your mom.
I'm gonna get back to you on that.
Mhm.
Okay, like my question is, does my like if I leave you and go to someone else, like my session pauses, right? Like I'm not gonna come
No,
back.
it'll be a whole new fee.
Okay. Anyway, it's been nice talking to you. Please re-up my medicine. Anyway, next.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
It's good. I just had a really nice breakthrough with my therapist about like shame and just the fact that like, it's okay if I want to sit around and play with my dingle hopper. Like it's fine. Combs are not for everyone.
Do you need any help playing with your dingle hopper? Because I think I could help you out with that a little bit. I don't want to be too forward, but I did so based off of my life. I did do you know what? Just how about you sit back and let me take care of it. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck on the shit. I'm stuck. Much more attractive, but it happened the first time. Yeah, we're back. I'm not gonna rip this because it costs a lot of money.
Next.
But
I'm hitting next. I really thought I put those filters on, y'all. It is. Where's my manila folder? It is. All right, bring back Gaston.
You got what I need. Oh, hey, you're back. Hey, sweet child. Come close.
Yeah, Daddy?
Come close, sweet child.
Yeah.
Listen, my dad was a really terrible guy, and he gave me a lot of really messed up opinions about women, but you know what he always said?
What?
It's hard to find a good man. And I think after a couple of buttery White Claws, I'm looking for a little game switch. What do you think?
A little game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, why not give it a try? I mean, are you sure you don't want a beer or something? Like,
Are you trying to seduce me? Like, are you trying to experiment?
No one experiments like Gaston. And
Okay.
I think after a couple of beers, you're definitely the person I want to do it with. And honestly, if I'm being perfectly honest, I would have done it before the couple of beers. But, it's noon. I'm with the boys.
Okay, so like, okay, so like, for like clarity of both this game and like legal reasons, do you like view me as a man or like a woman? Like, what's the vibe here?
I don't really care what your gender expression is. I'm looking at you.
Oh my God, you're pansexual?
Is that what it's called? I don't think that's relevant to the clue. It's noon. I'm drinking with the boys.
Okay, yeah, you're frat boy Gaston. You're just looking for some.
Are you sure you don't want to drink? Like I said, it's noon. I don't like waiting till 5 p.m. to start my drinking.
Okay, you little day drinker.
Ah, that's what my mama called me. You sure you don't want to hang out with a big boy?
I'm so sorry, Gaston, to hear about the whole thing, but I do have a fantastic therapist I could get you in touch with.
Is it that lady with the dingle hopper? Because she's. Yeah, send me right away.
I'll send you her contact information.
Thank you.
Okay. I hope he gets the help he needs.
Oh, so glad you made it back. Timer starts now. What? Sorry.
Listen, thank you. It has been such a journey since we last met. I did not realize how much like being so ashamed of like the fact that I spend so much time with my dingle hopper really was like holding me back. I did not realize. like you giving me the freedom to like understand that that's okay. It's like it's just really, and so like there's a stripper on the next slide coming up that like without you I never would have been able to be vulnerable enough to allow myself a relationship with someone that open sexually. You know, I'm pretty closed off, pretty reserved.
Wow, yeah.
Are you listening to me?
No, for sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Um
I can see the stripper like in the below part, and I'm just taking it in.
you
No,
wait, you're talking to the stripper too?
no, absolutely not. I'm just in my path.
Listen, I am you listen. I came to you as a client and you have not only sussed out the intimate details of my life, you're now chasing them?
No, absolutely. I would
No wonder
never.
Eric left you. No wonder
And
Eric
listen,
left you.
I'm not that wannabe. I'm just generic. That's what they always say. Oh, you're not her, huh? Oh, you're not her.
Oh, I see. Couldn't cut it as a singing redheaded princess, so you're out here being a sad little brunette psychiatrist.
I will be charging your card immediately.
I will double down on insurance. I don't have it, but it's a threat.
Where'd you go?
Oh my goodness.
You left before I could pull out my dingle hopper.
That's the biggest dingle hopper I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mine's not nearly that big.
I had a feeling. So you left.
Yeah, I
It was a
just
little weird. The dance was great. It's one of my
Yeah,
better performances. I don't know. That's fine. Would
I
you?
just
I can
really
make
had
you furniture if you would prefer that, or
I don't need. I have a bed.
you missed the whole plot of that film. That's an autobiographical part of my life.
Are you Mike? Can you do magic?
Didn't you see the stripper routine earlier? Not magic enough.
Oh, I was expecting like cart tricks or something.
I mean, I can make a tampon disappear out my nose, but that's just for nosebleeds if I'm playing soccer.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great film. Another one of the better things I've ever been in.
Oh, you're not generic stripper. Okay, see, I'm confused because that other woman, she was just generic mermaid. She was not named specific character mermaid. You are specific actor Channing Tatum.
Yeah, and you are Hum Plumley. What about it?
I've got my whole government name here on this website.
Yeah, it's a little weird for you just to be cruising the internet looking at generic strippers and subsequent counselors with your whole name hanging out.
Listen, it's a wild ride here on my internet.
You want to know what another wild ride is? I got one more of these movies coming out where I get naked. One more magic final stand. We're going to go out and do it again one more time. I don't think there's a plot to this one. I think we're just going to be naked for 2 hours.
Here's the thing. I don't mean this. I don't mean this.
You know
like-
what? You know what?
the way
Honestly,
it
I'm just
goes
going to
down.
stop you there. I'm not feeling it anymore. Have a really great.
No, but is there okay? So there's not. It's just Channing Tatum. Was there more to him? I don't.
First of all,
Not that.
there's a
him
lot
wasn't-
more to me. Than
I
just
mean,
being
not that
Channing
you
Tatum.
aren't enough, but is there like?
You would be able to see that if you still had both your eyes.
So, but you're Channing Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop, or is there more? I am confused and also half blind.
No, I thought that was all. I think that's all that I am. It's just me, Channing Tatum.
That's the game.
I think that was. I can't recall.
I could
You-
watched you. Oh, God.
You needed high fives.
Oh, you know what? I got so excited to beat Channing Tatum that I'd forgotten about the high five bit. And then I had a lot of things took precedent.
You know it's a good game when Jonathan blinds himself.
Listen, you know what they say? You play with your dinglehopper too much, you go blind.
I'm just thrilled that I had a prop for someone else's scene.
It was amazing.
You said this wasn't enough?
It's a hairbrush.
I just love the fact, two things. Well, a bunch of things. But one, Haley just taking it being like, and does that make you feel shame? For my throat. Her foot on my throat.
It got real for a moment.
And then the fact that us arguing, and then you're like, I'm not her. I'm not her. I'm just Shanae. I'm what you say. Why can't you be her?
Let me take my apron off.
I guess we're all being Magic Mike now.
Louis Gaston did some things.
That was a great game. If you all out there enjoyed it, come and Venmo us at the IT Crowd. It helps us keep going, making our setups better, all that jazz.
I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz.
I know the lyrics. I'm gonna rouge, but the way you said it, I felt like you were gonna say gonorrhea for some reason.
Gonna raise my knees and raise my steakings tees.
Oh no!
Jeez.
Jeez, pick the can. I know a weepy spit with a shitty skill.
Why are you like you're almost Jennifer Coolidge playing Velma Kelly?
Park the car. I know a whoopee spot
No,
where the chin is cold, but the piano's hot.
I just love that the fork is in your hair like a toddler at an Olive Garden. Like there was no
Or like a Little Mermaid.
There's art to it.
She's doing one of those like chopstick buns.
Exactly.
This is the American version.
Yeah.
Plastic fork bun.
Is that a plastic fork?
Yes. All the forks are dirty.
She's been practicing.
Why am I surprised that stopped you?
Take a picture.
My God, rouge your knees and roll her stockings down.
I want to be a dolphin. Oh, no. That is decidedly-
I was zoomed in right on a toe. Oh my God, jump trigger warning.
Wow.
Oh man!
Oh,
Moving
my
on to our
Lord.
next game. We're gonna play some director overlord. So as I'm explaining this game, I want you all to get in the comments with some genres of television, film, theater, or literature. Put them in the comments, and I'm going to steal some of them. Well, not steal some of them. I'm going to use them. You will be adequately compensated for your contribution by being given credit.
We also guarantee at least one laugh per show.
Exposure.
Yeah, one laugh per
There you
show.
go.
That's it.
Listen, I just wanted to be a knot. Listen, when I was in high school, there was this girl. Her name was Caitlin. I can't remember her last name. But
Noble.
me and David would tease her hair. And when I tell y'all, we didn't really know what teasing was. And she would come out of Spanish class with just a massive knot of hair. on top of her head. And she let us. I'm going to have to text David and ask him what her name was.
And then tell everybody on the internet.
Yeah, just put her on blast. So the way this game is played, they're going to act out a scene. Then I'm going to stop them and make them do it again in one of these genres that you are all suggesting. So to get them started, your suggestion comes from Brianna Bloomer, roommate Nikki, and a new player has entered the ring, coworker Abby.
Coworker Abby, welcome
Wow.
to Party Town.
That sounds like a role that like Bonnie Hunt would play in the 90s.
Coworker Abby.
Abby.
So rock climbing is your suggestion to get you all started for the scene. Rock
Ooh.
climbing. And action.
Well, man, I'm so excited that you could all men, women, and anybody in between. We are ascending Rum Doodle today. Now, 2 of us have to go up there while the other 2 stay down here. Who wants to volunteer?
I could stay down here at the bottom. I think that'd be just fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
no,
no problem. I got no problem getting up. I can get it up whenever you'd like.
Well, could you show me?
Oh, like right now?
Oh, sorry. He does have performance issues.
I mean, I can no. I can. We can ascend. We can get high. I just need.
You need an anchor. Do you need an anchor?
Yes, I need an anchor. I need an anchor. Something to keep me anchored. Yeah, as I.
All right, mate. Throw me your rope, then. Throw me your rope.
My God, is it just?
Oh wait,
me,
no. Actually, you could throw me the rope too if you wanted.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. 2 of us have to stay down here, and only 2 of us can go up.
Yeah, just so 2 people are staying. Well, the rest of us are.
Mm-hmm.
You got this, mate. You got this.
All right.
Is it just the blood rush into my head, or is he cock me all of a sudden?
It's changed a couple times, and I imagine
Yeah,
it's changed a couple more.
It's consistent. I don't know what you mean.
Get delirious. I start hearing accents. Before too long, I'm going to read my knees and roll my stinking sting.
Well, let's go. We can do this together. Are you ready?
No, yeah, you 2 got it. We're gonna.
No. Just throw me a rope, mate. Throw me a rope.
No, throw me a rope, mate, as well.
If I throw both ends of it, there's only rope down here and none
No,
up
throw us the rope, mate.
Just one end of it. Bloody hell.
And then give me the other, mate.
1, 2, 3.
Cut.
God, that sounds good.
It was
wow.
weird. This is a very different version of My Fair Lady than I've ever been in.
No, it's the
That's-
version I know.
Yeah, no, we
Dang.
wanted to really get back to the original roots of the production, like George
there was-
Bernard Shaw's roots.
There were
Oh,
stakes.
He was a famous mountain climber.
Yeah.
I felt stakes.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
I mean, there should be stakes in the mountain as you're climbing. That's,
Thank you. That's what.
Yeah.
Can we get some props over here, please? Thank you.
we don't have the budget. Anyway, I think
Mine.
the thing that's really gonna bring this to life
Yeah.
is if we go even further back to get to the roots of these things, like survival in nature, and man versus the worst parts of himself. I need you to do it as a Western cowboy movie.
Okay. All right. All I need is an accent. Okay.
All right, so back to 1. I said back to 1.
All
right,
right,
we're back.
all right,
I'm
all
back.
right, all right.
Thank you, one.
Thank you. Glad somebody here knows on-set procedure and action.
Well, yippee-yi-yay, cow folks. We need 2 people to go out and figure out which tumbleweeds are messing up the jail and the watering hole.
I ain't no lily liver, but I could stay here back at camp with the horses, make sure no one interferes.
Yeah, Captain. I could stay here.
We can stay here together.
We'll stay here together. Yeah, doggy.
Let the little lady and that simpleton boy stay behind.
All
I
right,
can
then we
go
can do
out
it
and-
then. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
All right, partner. Throw me the rope.
Oh, it's lasso tricks is what you people want. All right.
Well, I've heard he has performance issue with his LAFO tricks.
Oh, my Lord. He's got her Sherman issues with his last shirt.
I think we're getting away from the point. We need 2 fine people to go out and find that tumbleweed. Now, I'm
Hey,
going,
doggy.
and who's coming with me?
He
I
can
think-
definitely do
I
it. He
think
just might
it's
take a while to get up.
Yeah, and we'll be here the whole time supporting him. Yeah.
I'll go with you because the little lady and that young feller who just had a stroke should probably stay behind and keep an eye on
It's
the
the
jail.
All right,
same-
go
it's
watch
the
your
him.
horses. Just throw me the horse rope.
It's
No,
just a rope. It doesn't. You don't have.
Throw
to
me the
follow.
horse rope.
It's
Yeah,
just a
now
rope.
you're going to throw me something too now.
You're
I'm
gonna
not
throw
going
both
to
of
stand out
us.
here. I'm not going
Oh,
to
you
stand out
know
here
it.
whistling dick now.
One.
You're going to hand
Can
me
you throw me
something
the
too.
thing? Can you throw me the rope?
Cut.
That was it, right?
That
you did
was
a Popeye impersonation.
Oh, that was.
Wow, I did.
Did you get
I
that role,
felt like
boss?
I felt like I
I
was
did
just
not.
standing out
I
there
actually
yelling.
bombed that audition.
Oh.
My my manager did a really good job of prepping me for it. I just didn't put in the work myself. That's
Yeah.
just, it's just the
It's
way
okay.
it goes.
We all have our
I'm
days.
sorry, guys. I really feel like I just, let you all. I was just standing out by the watering hole that time. I'm
We
sorry.
felt that
You
too.
were. You let everyone down.
Yeah.
I'm
Should
sorry.
we call a
That's-
paramedic though for him because some of his lines came out barley steppy steppy.
No, I
It's
think I
okay.
yeah,
There was a big Dutch population in Western expansion.
He's done the work.
That's
done
dramaturgy right there.
Thank
I think we need to get to the core of these characters and their dynamic.
Mhm.
Yes.
It needs a little element of reality.
Mm.
Okay.
So I want to see this scene happen again as a mockumentary.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
All right. So everyone back to one
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
one.
and action.
So nobody was saying anything. So I thought I'd just jump right in with a big hearty, hey, everybody, we're so glad to have you down here for the annual potato sack race. But before we get started, we need 2 people to go up to the front to put the flags for the finish line.
You know those people that show up to class at 8 a.m. that you hate? They show up in full makeup. They show up loud and they show up excited. That's Patricia. Patricia was excited about everything. Patricia was excited about the potato sack race. Patricia was excited about the 3-legged race. Patricia was excited about the pie eating contest later on. Me, I was just excited for a bit of rest from the week of work.
Actually, Patricia, I think Donnie and I are gonna stay by the campfire and we're gonna roast the hot dogs.
Yeah, the hot dogs.
Actually, we brought weed.
We were about to be high as shit.
Well,
I've been working for the Parks Department now for 4 years. And Patricia likes to put on these weekend-long events where she thinks it's team building, but really it's just an excuse for me to get away from my family. I'm always looking for an excuse to get away from my family.
well, if you 2 are gonna stay behind, do you want to come with me then?
Oh yeah, he can definitely go with you, but he might have trouble with the bean bag, if you know what I mean.
He was always having trouble with his beanbag.
Bean bag's empty, you know what I mean?
That was a tragic beanbag.
He's infertile.
He couldn't produce.
No, I'm not. No, I had a vasectomy 2.5 years ago because I realized any offspring that I brought into this world would have to suffer greatly because, again, I work for the Parks Department and I've seen how horrible things can become. Better to keep the gun shooting blanks than to shoot something into the world that you're not prepared to handle. Great. So let's go get this race set up and you 2 smoke your weeders or your
Hot
wieners.
dogs.
Hot dogs. We're just doing the hot dogs. But if you could, so you see that stick over there? If you could just hand me that stick. If you could just hand me that stick. If you could just hand me that stick.
We are
All right, let's go. We
Would
have
you
to
hand
go
me the
do this.
stick?
Hand me the
Would you
hand us both the
stick?
stick. Hand us both the stick. Could you hand us both the stick?
One.
Thank you.
Cut!
stick.
And that's the game.
I thank you all. I have been watching Parks and Rec currently. It's the only documentary I haven't.
Listen, I will say I think that one was good. Katie being just so excited, me and you being like, oh, we're just gonna get high, and Alex
She's-
trying so earnestly to make
She
sure
is
it's all
She is our Leslie Hope Noble.
Mhm.
She'd
No
make it
Poble.
great.
No Noble.
Leslie, no Poble.
Hope Noble.
No
But
Noble.
hey, wait. Katie Noble. Wait.
That's my name.
Come
Yeah.
up. I said Noble.
Katie Noble.
Come up here.
Pete's got 3 of those.
Noble.
You can come up here if you want. Stop whining. Come here.
Judith.
Come on.
Doo-dah,
It's time for your
doo-dah,
on-screen debut.
doo-dah.
So as we are getting ready for our final game of the day, there's another thing that I wanted to let you all know. Our good friend of the show, Michael Adelson, is in the running for the Best of Bucks County for Luria Visuals, his photography and videography thing. And
awesome.
he's been good to us. He designed the Raw Dog Improv banner, his team at Luria
Yes.
Visuals. Raw Dog Improv. Wait, there it is. Raw Dog Improv. And he's always been amazing at supporting us. So we want to share the love and support him and share the link if you wouldn't mind giving him some votes. It'd be super cool to help him out.
Absolutely.
Do it.
I'm
Who
gonna.
else are you gonna vote for?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is your
Who
friend.
else
I
do
mean,
you
who
know in
else
Bucks County?
No, in Bucks County. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Sorry, Jonathan.
It's Kate.
Fun fact, the Bucks County Playhouse is where I won my first award for directing something.
What
Aww.
was it?
It was in high school. I directed as a senior in high school. It was a 10-minute short called Accused of Comedy. It was a world where comedy had been outlawed.
No, the loose town of
Bucks-
comedy.
Exactly.
Isn't Bucks County Playhouse like genuinely like a big deal? I mean, don't they do like legitimate? Am I
Oh yeah,
crazy?
yeah. No,
Okay.
they're regional theater, but they hold a high school like 10-minute play competition. So it's real fun.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Could you say the company name again? Isn't it Luria Visuals?
Luria Visuals.
Luria.
Yes.
Luria. Luria Visuals is the way. Why don't you go vote today for Luria Visuals?
You.
R-I-A.
All right, and our final game for the night is not going to be a musical
All right.
improv game. It is 90-Second Detective. This is a game where right. This is a game where a heinous murder crime has happened, and it is up to them to figure out what it was. All except for one are going to go away. Haley is the only one that is going to stay.
See ya, punks. Oh, I'm staying. Wait. Hey, guys.
So, Haley, you are going to be the only one who actually knows
Ready.
what happened
Usual.
in this crime. So, let's see here. The location comes from Steve-O Dockerson. Thank you, Steve-O.
Thank you, Steve.
A Cold Stone Creamery. Call back to last week.
I know how it works now.
Now you do. So it is a Cold Stone Creamery. Thank you, Steve-O. The occupation comes from Debbie Willis Hamlin. A storm chaser.
Got it.
And finally, the weapon. The thing that done killed him comes from Matthew Terrio. Thank you, Matthew. A belt sander.
Can I have an example of what a belt sander does?
It
Is it just
sands
like an
things and it
electric
runs on a
sander?
belt. Yeah.
Okay,
So it's
this is
basically, it's
Got
a gritty belt that.
I should have said gritty belt. I got it.
Sorry. No, a gritty belt is something that's an accessory for a hockey mascot. All right, so I'm going to get the timer set up. As soon as the first person comes in, time's going to start. Let's see how long it takes you all. The goal is 90 seconds.
It will be.
We'll see. We have 3 minutes left in our show time. So, on your mark, get set.
Help.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ba,
Yep.
ba. Scoop. Splort. Scoop. Woo.
It's on a sing that football and then get a ding, that's gonna be.
Wah.
Oh,
Okay, but okay. Okay. Ba. Okay. Ba.
Oh,
Ba.
oh,
Ba.
that's smooth.
Ba.
But that's easy. Ding, ding. Ba, but a back a bit. But Sara, that's oh, scrap. But that's Didi, Baba sa. Oh, tata, and it's the what with the ting ting. Oh, ah. Oh, look at over there. Choo, 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 choo. No. Scanada.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Choo, choo, choo. Chabadasa. Choo, 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 choo.
Whoop, whoop. Ah. Oh no, it's spooky.
Lee? Babada? Don't worry about the mosquito bada. God.
Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. No.
Baba.
And then
Baba. Oh! Basalasta! Ya me para.
all right, man. Yeah.
Suit suit? Suit. Oh, ah. Doink! Babaski jabasara. It's a. Asada sabadi.
Scabba-doo. Scabba-doo.
Yibbidoo, babadoo, babadoo, wadadoo, bow.
Wabba-dum.
Uh-huh.
Tink, tink. Oh, you mean. Glunk, glunk, glunk. And then, hand over. Scoop, 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 scoop. What? Scoop, scoop, scoop. There we go. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's been a woman.
Yeah. Roll.
But same idea. Scabba-doo. Chop, 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 chop. Yeah. Everybody.
Yibbidoo, boop.
Are you ready? You ready, neighbor? Hey,
Yeah.
I live here. Yeah.
Oh, or
Yeah. Good. Any new?
Uh-huh.
Timber.
Oh.
And that's time.
I know what one of those things is.
All right. So first off, how long do you think that took?
15, 20 minutes, 25.
6 minutes and 10 seconds.
Okay, that's okay.
No, not as bad as I thought.
Not
Still
our
bad.
worst. But Jonathan,
Mhm.
what was the location of the murder crime?
A Cold Stone Creamery.
That's correct.
Thank God.
That's
So
the only one I
down.
knew. So,
What was the occupation?
okay. So here's the thing.
Mhm.
I asked for clarification between and and I was agreeing with yeah, okay, and moved right on. So I'm gonna go generic storybook character, like fairy tale character, princess, witch.
Katie?
Jonathan, you probably felt that way because I didn't know. I didn't get it, and Alex and I just had to move on.
Okay.
I thought it was a haunted house, though. I thought that's what
The occupation was haunted house.
haunted house.
What do you do for a living? I'm a haunted house.
Don't call Pete Hedberg out like that.
Well, I thought it was detective, but I couldn't confirm that. So
Well, Alex, what
the W-2s must be a nightmare for that.
Alex, what did you think the occupation was?
Storm chaser.
Yeah, it was a storm chaser.
I should have known that.
How do we go from storm? I'm gonna have to go watch the films. I'm gonna have to watch the film.
playback.
See how we got from storm chaser.
All I know is I'm faultless here. So
So far, you're here, babe. I knew where we were.
Location: Cold Stone Creamery. Occupation: haunted house.
When you say it like that, it sounds stupid.
I heard the da-da-da-da-da-das, and I went, a villain. It's a villain.
It's a tornado. Yes, sucked him up.
All right,
so sorry.
moving on. It's okay. That's the fun of this game.
we're supposed to fail.
That's
Jonathan.
hilarious.
It's not me though.
What was the weapon?
Sawdust.
Katie?
I thought it was sawdust.
This was so funny. This was my favorite moment in television history. Where you go, your camera goes off. Alex, you see him mouth. Oh no!
I was so confident you had it, and then you told me, and I went
Gotta go with the murder.
because it was an electric sander.
Yeah, it was a belt sander.
It was the belt sander,
Oh.
and you went, yeah, and then I was like, oh, and then you went, and I went, oh no, and I just got taken away, and I knew, I was like, oh no, oh gosh,
Hilarious.
We do this for your entertainment. If you want to watch us be bad at this game another time, Venmo us at the IT.
Because we're not getting better, no matter how much money you send.
Honestly, it's getting worse.
Honestly, I felt that.
Oh man,
And
that
I
was
got
beautiful.
Chips, so I won't lie. At one point, I ran out to get chips. So then, when I came back in, I had a mouthful of chip.
That was very funny for me. And that's our show.
Good one, man. That was a good
Thank
one.
you all so much for joining us tonight. It is a pleasure to get to. I'm the one having the stroke now. It is a pleasure to get to perform for all of you every week. Anyone have anything they want to say to our awesome audience?
Keep up the work, and you too could live out your dreams, your dream career of being a haunted house.
Dream job, haunted house.
With enough
You've given
time
people goals.
and college courses, you too could be a haunted house.
And like the run to me was like the Scooby-Doo team going to the haunted house.
No,
That's
I don't disagree with how you got there. I'm just sad.
We see it. I see it.
I'm just letting you know what my
yeah,
thought process was.
You are valid. You're wrong. But
All right. Venmo us at the IT Crowd. Go see 2023 and Me, Alex's self-produced, super awesome drag show playing this weekend and this weekend only at the Barn and Barrel at the Mount Hope Estate.
I'll be driven out of town with torches and pitchforks after this.
We won't let
you
it
got in
happen.
my car.
That's only because it's part of the act.
Exactly.
It's because I'm a self-proclaimed haunted house.
The IT Crowd.